Joining the program for the very first time, Mr. Brok Weaver. How's it going today, my friends?
It's going good, man. Just finished up some training, eating some grub, uh, resting, getting ready to rest, and train again later on, man.
For sure. So, I had a couple questions about your
We're professionals.
last fight. So, last time we saw you in the cage, obviously did not go the way we had all thought it would have went down. What were your thoughts
Hard to make.
on the overall outcome?
Maybe that night, man. I had a mild concussion. I was a little out of it. Everything was a little blurry, fuzzy all night long. I didn't actually know that I was on my butt when he needed me, so I didn't got it. I thought I was actually getting up a little bit, and though, man, everything could have been like an accident, or it still might have been an accident. Who knows? It's up, but my whole outlook on it now, the fight being weeks over and watching it, really nothing I can do there. I was doing my part. I'm fighting first. I know like that stuff happens, man. But we're professionals. We all know the rules. Man, we train every day knowing the rules. He's been a professional over 10 years. It's hard to make mistakes like that, man, and not think that it was intentional. I think he was maybe getting a little frustrated, not be able to keep me down. 33 years old. He knows that if he loses one more time, good with the underhook against the wall. I was threatening him with the choke. He was getting a little tired. Who knows? Maybe try to throw a shot in there, and I think get a little away with it, or who knows? He might have took the easy way out, or it could have been an accident. I mean, it's all good though, man. Everything happens for a reason. I think this it's added a little bit more spice up, even more for my story, and I'm just ready to get back in there, man, and really get a fight out. I feel like he robbed me of my war. Win or lose or draw, I wanted to go to war in my first fight, and I feel like that was took from me. So I'm just anxious to get back in there, man.
Of course. So, do you believe that fight will eventually be run back anytime soon?
Looking at how the UFC does things, probably not. I mean, he's 0-2, 33 years old. If he loses one more time, they'll probably, if they haven't already cut him, they'll probably cut him, I think. And I'm 1-0, man. I think they'll look to just set me up with other opponents to build me up. Who knows, though? Maybe if he goes on a couple wins and they might run it back. That could be, he goes on a 2-fight win streak and I go on a 2-fight win streak, and we can meet up and fight. So for top 20 spot, top 15 spot, something like that. Who knows? But my opinion, for real, I don't think they'll run it back. Would I like to run it back? Of course, but I don't think they will. They don't usually do stuff like that unless it's like a big title fight or something.
Fair enough. So when I did my research, it wasn't too long ago that you were called out
of God, man. I don't really
Twitter in a short and sweet back and forth conversation. What was your overall reaction to that?
What was his name? Here in air.
Anthony Romero, I believe it was.
And Anthony Romero. Anthony Romero, yeah. A lot of people called me out. Like, a lot of people talk junk about me on that fight, man. I got a lot of love too. I got probably more love than hate, but you always gonna have haters and people call you out. It's the fight game. I mean, he's not in the. I looked into when he called me out. I looked to see if he was in the UFC first before I wrote anything back, and then I seen that he wasn't, but he was an undefeated fighter in Canada, and the fight was actually in Canada that I was wanting to get on is actually in his hometown. So I really and I got a lot of hype on me, So to call me out would be a smart decision. If I was in his shoes, I'd have did the same thing. It's part of the game, man. And I've been in his shoes. I posted calling out UFC fighters before, so you got to do what you got to do, man, to get in there, And I'm a man of God, man. I don't really like to talk junk too much back. I'll play around with it, but I ain't gonna get too much heated, Show a little love to him, show a little sneak diss in here and there, but other than that, man, if they give me that fight, I would love it. When I seen his style, he be a fun fight. I think it'll be a easy matchup for me, and I would love to get that fight, man. But do I think that would happen? Really don't know, man. We'll see though. June 6th, I think it's in Saskatoon, Canada. I'm not thinking, but
June 20th in Saskatoon, I believe it is. So.
June 20th. Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I really don't want to wait till June, but with all this coronavirus going on, might look like it really like we have to. But and Canada's got a lot of natives out there, and I got a lot of love. Social media people hitting me up from Canada tribes, 5-6 different tribes, And I'm supposed to go out there and do a speech in Canada in a few weeks, but that's probably postponed also from this virus thing going on. So yeah, man, we'll see. Anthony, he's a talented kid. He's undefeated. I would love to take that out and humble the kid, and in his hometown. I love to be put under pressure. I love to go to someone's hometown and fight them and beat them. So
yeah. So
I hope it does happen.
What's up? Yeah. So if that fight were to happen, where do you see that fight like taking place? Stand up on the ground?
I definitely think he'll shoot on me. He's got a wrestling background and he's got like a taekwondo background, but after watching my fights, knowing maybe thinking he could take me down and hold me down, watching Contender fight and watching my last fight, a lot of guys have my whole career, I make stand up fighters wrestle with me because nobody really likes to deal with the pressure, the bringing into a war, and I probably got some of the, not really hate to brag on myself, but just knowing fighters and being in the game for 13 years, I got some of the best technical boxing and MMA and counterpunching. So if I was him and I had a wrestling background, and I would definitely try to take the fight to the ground. So I see the first round, him wrestling, me counter wrestling, maybe him getting a takedown, me getting up, him not being able to hold me down, frustrating him, gassing him, touching him up in the body in the clinch. Second or third round, gassing him, putting the pressure on him. Probably end up catching him in a guillotine, sprawling out on him, taking him back, rear naked choking him, TKOing him, or even grind him out in the decision. I'm a winner. So if I know that the guy's tough and it's going to war, I'll win the fight. I'll do what I got to do to get that W, man.
Yeah,
but
I see. So
I definitely see it being a hard first round. Him coming, shooting single legs. Like I said, maybe getting a takedown, but not being able to hold me down, and gassing out like everybody does that fights me. If people watch my last fight, they're like, "Oh man, you was getting handled the first 4 minutes." I mean, okay, you got a takedown, but was I ever in any danger? No. Did he really hit me in the face? No. Did he throw some little body shots against the cage and did I almost rip his neck off? Yeah. Was I totally hunting submissions the whole time? Yeah. Did I get back up when I wanted to? Yeah. People can look at things how they want to, but it's a marathon, man, not a sprint like his brother says when you're fighting me. So yeah.
Awesome. So I've actually quickly flipped through some of the episodes of the Chattanooga Chronicles. Can you just explain to the viewers what that's all about?
Yeah, man, I just started, my marketer, and he's actually my little brother. He said we should start these chronicle things, just every 2 weeks or so, post something out, just living in my rinky-dink trailer, the life before and in between,
Part.
after the UFC just keep bringing these just my whole road, my whole life, man. It's very
You mentioned
interesting.
the
People are very
MOAs. How does it
interested in
feel
the
knowing
MOAs,
you're
and when I
representing such a
tell them
small
about
tribe
them
in
and
one of
how
the
we
biggest
live
stages
and
in the
how I
world?
live and what I go through, and a lot of fighters don't really
It feels
do that
great,
with
man.
their career.
My people have
I
never
think
got
that I
exposure
have a
like this.
very
We've always been
marketable, flashy
looked
theme,
down
being
upon,
native and
talked bad
repping my
upon,
tribe.
and
So
to finally get to
gotta
represent them
show it
on the
off,
biggest
man.
stage in the
And
world and fighting,
through the Chronicles
it's an honor,
is
man.
how I'm
And
showing
the
a little bit
love
of
and
it off.
support that
And
I've always had from them, it's incredible.
just
You know,
you gotta
my
market.
people are fully behind me. We're a warrior race, and it's just it couldn't be an NBA player, it couldn't be an NFL player. It had to be a fighter to represent our people out there, because that's what we do, man. We just was known for fighting. We're just a warrior race, like I said.
Awesome. And one of the last questions I have for you: what is one message you have for lightweights getting ready to enter the UFC roster? All right. So that's all the questions I have for you today, my friend, and hopefully we'll be catching up soon. All right. You
All
stay
right,
safe out
bro,
there.
man. Peace out, man. You too.
Thank you.